show as it was. So I'm doing a watch along for the City game here. So a little bit late, 15 minutes in, absolute murder with the old Wi-Fi, murder with the old subscriptions, murder with the whole goddamn stuff. So apologies for being late. Didn't know that I was going to do a stream tonight, but managed to be able to do it. So get into the chat. It's always interesting to see a rival game, just to see where City are from where we played them. I thought this was probably quite an interesting game to do, really, on the basis that Kevin De Bruyne is obviously a ex-City player and a legend. So please get into the chat. Let me know what you all think of this match. So I'm going to sit and enjoy this match. So feel free to get into this chat. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your day's been going so far. And yeah. So I'm going to sit back and watch this match. Napoli now. So again, I think it's a little bit of a little bit of a damp squid from sort of what I've seen so far. Scott, I hope you're doing really well, my friend. Hopefully, you can't hear my fan. Let me know if you can hear the fan in the chat. So watch along tonight. Let me get your United thoughts in. Ultimately, this is a United channel. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about today. What you think the score's going to be tonight with this City game. I suspect that we've got Rasmus Haaland, Benja before. We've got the old Rasmus Haaland. So there is a little bit of needle tonight, I guess. I'm hoping that Haaland. I'm going to support Haaland here. Go on, Haaland. Oh, Haaland. As I've said, that Haaland's nearly just banged that in the back of the net. I think that was Haaland. Check out this corner. No, Haaland was just standing there in the wrong position. He is. Rasmus, McTominay and Kevin De Bruyne 3-2. The one thing that I will say is that City, that keeper is world class. I think one of the things, and if you get into the chat, please don't forget to like, favourite and subscribe in case you're a bit confused. Sharon says hi. Hello, just in case you're a little bit confused, this is a United channel, but we're doing a watch along tonight for the City and Napoli game. I think it's probably the most interesting game. Actually, I'd probably say Newcastle. Le Mans to start on Sunday, says Scott. I hope so. Get into the chat. Let me know what you think about the team on Sunday. Oh, no, that's a good kick. Haaland. Which football club do you support? United. So that's the name. Hopefully, the name in the channel gives it away. But tonight, I just thought, whilst we are not in the Champions League, whilst we've got one game a week, this could be a card here. This could be a card here. Napoli, I don't know who it was. That was a good pass there, and Haaland is through. Oh, I don't know, Now, who's your favourite player? Oh, this could be a red card. I think this is a red card. So I think this is a red card. I think Haaland is... I think it's going to be a red card. Napoli, I think they're going to get down to 10 men here. Go, Man United. Yes, 100%. I like the name, Anus. I think this is a red card. I'm from England. Who's your favourite player? I don't really do Player FC, I have to say. I don't do Player FC. If I had to pick a player, if you're talking about players of now, I don't do Player FC. Napoli red card, exactly, Leo. I don't know. I don't know if this is. I might be slightly behind. I don't know. But I like MU. That guy says hi, hello, my friend. You're watching the better half of Manchester. Just for the laugh. In your dreams, son. In your dreams. I think this is going to be a red card. Told you I would be. Told you I'd be here. Leo, legend. All for between support. Red card. Red card all of the way. And makes City's job a little bit easier. A little bit easier. What an absolute absolute wally. Absolute wally. I think this could be a nice early easy note for City. Please shout out. So just that guy, big shout out to you, my friend. Big shout out to you. Hope you're doing extremely well. So Di Lorenzo has got a card, so that means City are down. I'll go through the line ups as well in case you don't know. So for City, so Donnarumma in goal. Then we've got Kushmanov, Diaz, O'Reilly, and Guardiola, Rodri, Storku, Foden, Rinders, Silva, and Haaland. And Napoli have just gone down to 10 men. So this looks like this is going to be a. And they haven't done free kick yet either. So if you've got a free kick, don't forget to get into the chat. Don't forget to give us a like, favourite, and subscribe. Cristiano Sue, I've got the tune on. I could probably have them both on, to be fair. Let me see if I can get them both on. I like Arsenal. Yeah. This is a free kick to... It's a free kick. Ryan is just going to take this free kick now for Man City. He steps up and... Oof. No, didn't even get it. Didn't even get it over the wall. Over the wall. Mason Mount, what an absolute clown. No spamming people. Hi, you're British. Yes, I am. I am British. Absolutely. 2-0 looking good against Barcelona. This is going to be a double blow. Anad says, in red, they rise and fire in their stride. Old Trafford roars a storm. Good catch. A good storm from the Busby base to Fergie's might. They fought with heart through the day and night. Alexis the Sandwich. I like Tottenham. Yeah. All good. All good. All good. Messages there. So City are going to be all over this team now. Napoli. I'm going to see. Let me know about what you feel about United. Let me know in the chat what you think about the game on the weekend as well. Harvey Barnes was unlucky there not to score, so I've got both of the games on, by the way. Flicking between the games. 0-0, so Newcastle 0, Barcelona 0. I don't think they're going to have it all their own way at St James's Park either. I really don't. Doki for City. That's it. It's all City. Haaland. Oh, unlucky there by Haaland. Unlucky there by Haaland. Get into the chat. Let me know what's going on. Just flicking through the Newcastle game now. So Livramento with a long throw into the box. It's a good long throw. Good turn. Barcelona are Newcastle looking comfortable, so I'm doing both games. Just looking at both games right now, but primarily listening to the City game and watching that. Alanga's really quick, isn't he? Alanga's super quick. gone. So Napoli are down to 10 men. Livramento got a card. Do I think it was fair? He was the last man, and he didn't get a touch of the ball, so I think that's fair. Spinoza to De Bruyne, pulling those strings. That's a great ball though by De Bruyne. That's a great ball. That's a really bad touch by Napolitano there. Barcelona has a corner, so there's a change already. There's a change, and De Bruyne is coming off. De Bruyne is the man to be replaced. So De Bruyne is the man who's being replaced. So we're saying in chat. So over to the Barcelona match now. Newcastle. Oh, that's a terrible break. That's a terrible break. He just ran into traffic there. Rashford's playing tonight, by the way. Rashford is playing for Barcelona tonight. That was a terrible pass. That was an awful pass as well by Marcus Rashford tonight. Absolute terrible. But he came back. And actually, that's probably the first time that I've seen him lose a ball and then actually rush back to actually get this ball back. Let's see if City can make this. Foden in his central position. He's doing it. Phil Foden. To Doku. So Doku's got it on this left-hand side. Back to Rodri. Back to Diaz. Great ball. Good save by the keeper. Why can't our keepers punch? I never got that. Drop McTominay back to the defence. I never quite understood that. Why we can't have a really I don't understand why we can't sign a decent keeper. I mean, there's so many different keepers out there. You know, this Napoli keeper even looks quite good as well. So I really don't even know. Liverpool and Everton are on the weekend as well. Merseyside derby, of course, on the weekend. So let's not forget about that one. Back to the Newcastle game. That was a little bit of a terrible ball there. That was a terrible ball. Terrible ball there. Not great. City, as you can imagine, are now having loads and loads of this possession. Really comfortable on this ball. Foden has just got so many people to pass to. Back to Rodri. I wonder if City now can actually can break through. So let me know in the chat about what you've heard today. What do you think about Ruben Amorim? Dare I say it about him? Let me know how you think about Ruben. What you think he's going to do? Do you think he's going to stay? Do you think he's going to go? City do not like. City can't just get this ball. Diaz with a no. City just lack that quality in the final third, which I think is crazy to say, considering the players that they've got and the quality that they've got. Newcastle only half an hour in. 0-0. You know, just waiting for a spark in this game. Marcus Rashford is playing as well. Oof. Go this evening. I think that City should have been this. So Napoli are a man down. Livramento, Haaland and his ponytail is standing over this one. Foden, corner in. Good. Now, Milinkovic-Savic, now there's one that I would absolutely have loved to have signed. Proving himself. He's really, really tall. He's really, really looks like a really, really good goalkeeper. Foden again. It's all City. All City. All City. Just come back to City again. Rodri. To Foden. Foden with a shot. Good save. Easy, easy, easy all day for the keeper there. It's Barcelona now have this back. Back to Rashford. It's a great ball in. Oh, Rafinha. Unlucky. Unlucky there. So if you have just joined, please don't get into the chat. Give us a like, favourite and subscribe. Get into the chat and this amazing community. If you're a City fan, what do you think about this tonight? You know, you've got all of the ball so far. 10-man Napoli. We've got a lot of this ball, but not doing really much with this ball. City, Napoli are going to be comfortable. They're just thinking 10 men behind this ball. So Doku's got it back. Rodri. This is nice by City. Silva, Foden. Oh, Foden, he lacks that quality. Foden is lacking that quality tonight. Lacking that quality. So we've got my messages haven't updated at all. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to go back. City still got it. Foden, Silva changes back to Foden. Gonna hit it. City just cannot penetrate that Napoli back four. They are. Jennifer says, "What's up?" Alexis the Sandwich, sorry for the last message, but how are you? I'm good. Alanga is looking frightening, Leo. I am looking at both of the games, and yeah, it is. I think the Newcastle game, I think, is going to rely on one of their special players doing something, because Newcastle are a really well organised side, and as long as they don't respect them too much, I think Newcastle should be okay. Just for life, was that a little bit easier to accept when you saw Grimsby went away to Sheffield Wednesday and beat them too? Yeah, much easier. And that's every pass, a silent prayer in every goal, a moment rare. The pitch is war, the play is brave, each blade of grass a story to save. We should have kept Alanga. Is Yamal playing? No. Leo, Yamal was not playing. Toon should be tuning up. At least he's getting a send off. Exactly. Hello again, my friend. It's Claudio. Hello, my friend. Isn't just loaned out to Barcelona. Yes, he is. I am from Argentina. Cordoba. Hello. I have 23 years old. Welcome. A little bit behind the chats because for whatever reason my chat didn't update. Sancho was also on loan, I believe it was. Yes, he's on loan. Oof. Tell you what, tonight is going to be the tale of the keepers tonight. Milinkovic-Savic is absolutely massive, and 6 foot. It's ridiculous. Did Anthony get sold? Yes, he did. I believe he did. Early kickoff for Liverpool, 12:30. It always is. Ruben going to Benfica. I think, Leo. That Jose is going or gone. I think. So that's not happening. The fun fact is I went to the same school as Alanga. I was there years before him. I was at school called Hyde Technology in Greater Manchester Hyde. Got a question, would you like Southgate? Personally, no. Not for me. Benja, you right, buddy? Forget about the live. Hi, Jamie. The Barcelona game is fun. Yeah, I'm just keeping like an eye on the on both games. What's your profession? I'm an IT consultant. I'm a software IT consultant, pretty much. Newcastle doing all right? Yes, they are. So, great tackle there from the Barcelona game. Great ball by Rashford. Lewandowski, no. Back to Rashford. Don't believe him. He's Newcastle doing all right? Yes, they are. That Gavi. Back out to Lewandowski in his favourite place. No. Shot Rafinha. Barcelona are starting to turn the screw tonight. So if you have just joined, Man City 0-0, Napoli very, very stubborn, 10 men as we speak. Diaz, they can't break through. He absolutely cannot break through. He chuckled, so he confirmed it. Reinders, Kushanov, Diaz with the ball in. Great ball, Haaland. Oh, no. City cannot. Napoli are doing what Napoli do it extremely well. Is even though they're down to 10 men, they don't give away that space. Conte is very, very good at that, being compact. Back to the Barcelona again. 35 minutes gone in this one. Newcastle 0, Barcelona 0. I think Newcastle in this game. This crowd's going to be absolutely immense. Giving that ball away. Lewandowski just doesn't have that pace anymore. There's a goal. It's Galatasaray. What's really, really funny. So, Frankfurt have just scored a goal. And you get a lot of the Galatasaray fans in here, and they've gone away to Frankfurt, and it's 1-0. Rasmus to Barcelona in 2 years. If he starts to bang in goals, he's stunt double for Ruud van Nistelrooy in his upcoming movies. Yeah, dreaming about beating Liverpool. Yeah, I am. Ruud van Nistelrooy's I'm his understudy. I'm his yeah. City just can't get any space. So these Napoli's players, absolutely. Oh, they've got it back. Haaland. The one thing that's really clear, actually, is that I know we pride ourselves in the Premier League of being some of the fittest players in the world, but these Napoli players, they are down to 10 men, and they are working their absolute arse off here. They do really, really well. There's a long throw into the box. I'd love a Rasmus header here. There's no space. No, away. Easy peasy for City. Haaland heading to a nice sauna. Leeds MOT. Brad, I'm actually going to be in Leeds next week. I am actually in Leeds next week for work. So that's a great touch there. How many United players have left the club and got their career back on track? McTominay, Alanga, Alvarez, or the guy that plays for Madrid, Anthony, Nice, mate. I'm originally from there, Bren. Tommy Rasmus. Rasmus, not just yet, because he needs to prove it. Good tackle. Good tackle. Not Pogba, no. 100%. 100%. Really close games. Really, really, really close games. Really, really close games. Foden with a corner. Can City capitalise on this? Who's the sexiest female footballer? Great tackle. Great tackle. Back out to City. It's all City. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Just cannot break this Napoli team down. Great ball into the box. Just get it in there. I'm going to give it Savage. Good save. Good save. It's all City. It's all City. Has to be expected. Haaland is a great player. Just didn't fit in United. He's an opportunistic player. I don't disagree. He did flop a lot. Though. Not yet. He will be good. BBC News should hire dude. Oh, City. Oh, City cannot break this down. Absolutely cannot break this down. Politano took a ball to the absolute face there. That absolutely took him straight out. This ball comes out. Good save. He saw that late, Savage. He saw that really, really late. So that really, really, really late. And Politano just got a ball smashed straight in the face. Newcastle now back to that game. They've kicked the ball into the box. Oh. Go on, Elanga. Go on, Elanga. Oof. Rolando, I've got a question. About to make a bet. Who do you think will win? Let me know. Do you think City would prefer playing at 11, Napoli? That's a very, very good question. I think the problem is that City now have to attack, right? Why is it a sore subject for him, Pencha? If I was going to put a bet on, I don't think you're going to get good odds. I'd either go City should win this match, or you could say a smash and grab by. You could go a Napoli smash and grab 1-0. I think this has got all of the hallmarks of City being frustrated and Napoli. I think Napoli have got winners on the pitch. They're extremely fit. I could see a 1-0 smash and grab Haaland goal. Conte would probably be. I think he'd be quite comfortable. Barcelona, no. Newcastle have a corner. City now just going to keep attacking. Conte will absolutely demand. That's a great ball through. Go on, Doku. Nah, Napoli are well-oiled machine. They're a well-oiled, well-organised machine. Now, I'm going to ask a question. I don't like asking this question. It's not something that I would really like to see myself. But Conte, would you take Conte? It's Conte. I think can be a very negative player, but he demands so much from his players. If you could take a manager, if Amorim decided to leave or went, I don't like to talk about this. This is not my forte. Because I'm an Amorim inner. But if he did go, who would you take? That's my question. Do you think the lack of interest from... I'm not answering that question. Definitely not answering that question. That's your... never mind. Enough. Any team would rather play against 10 and 11. You are more likely to tire them out. Ha ha ha. Tied you out. Can't wait till Arsenal smashes you. So Doku his ass. I'm sitting watching Newcastle v Barcelona. So am I, Nikaritsu. I am watching both games as well. I'm watching both games as well. 0-0. Van Nistelrooy, is that you? Yes, it is. It is. It is. I am Ruud Van Nistelrooy. I am unemployed. I don't have a job. I've changed my accent to an Essex accent, and yeah. I am Ruud Van Nistelrooy. I'm JB Van Nistelrooy. Italian teams are tough teams. Yes, they are. He did okay at Spurs. Conte is a legend, and I'd give him my full support. The only thing with Conte, though, I think he's quite a negative manager. He can be, but he does. What I will say about him is that if you think that it's bad now with his players, great ball, McTominay. That's a great ball in. Go on, get it in, get it in. Oh, Napoli had a chance there. These players all would hate Conte. They absolutely hate him. He would just destroy them. He would absolutely obliterate them. So I think these players need to be careful what they wish for, because Conte will run them into another level. So City for me don't look great. Frankfurt are just taking the lead. So Frankfurt 2, Galatasaray 1. So Galatasaray fans, you come in here quite a bit. Feel free to get into the chat. Conte prefers a back three, though. It's similar to Amarim. Exactly. I think Conte, if we are going to stick with his back three, City out wide now to Silva. Oh, that's a nice feat by Silva. Oh, Ryan, they should have buried that then. Wow. What I love about that, Amrin, Hugo, I'm with you. June. Do you think I'm stupid, mate? The thing is, though, June, right? Why? My only question, right? I've seen that name loads and loads of times, right? I mean, I don't mind banter, right? I absolutely come here, and as long as it's with respect, I don't mind. But I don't understand people who want people to say names that could potentially get their channel banned. I mean, I don't really think that's funny. But if that's how you get your kicks, my friend. Italian is history. This is the law of the stilettos. Should just end up in Essex. Exactly. Rashford has been so effective. He has been. The thing is, though, when you've got pace like that, you've got pace. You've got pace to burn teams. But I think what we're finding out tonight is that City, I think, are not very good right now, and Napoli are a decent team. Do you like basketball? Not really. Never watched a game of basketball in my life. NFL sucks. Apologies, my friend. Yeah, June. It's all good, mate. It's all good. All good, my friend. Would you ever do a talk sports segment? They are running an open mic next week as an audition. I might do. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that I should do a talk sport open mic next week? You never know. It's all tourist. I'm June. Fair enough, my friend. I'll give you a pass on that, my friend. So, I mean, even though I'm not the biggest, I absolutely. Nicarucci, here's a pint for one of my favourite streamers. Thank you for the streams and interactions with the live chat, mate. Thank you so much. That is amazing. I would certainly have a pint on that, my friend. That is very, very kind. You know, I one of the things I'd always say about this community and the things that I will always try to do on here is, you know, I respect the chat. I'll read as many of your opinions as I possibly can, just out of respect. You know, one of the things I will say on here is just because I'm the one who's giving the opinion out, and obviously I can't hear your opinions. It's not my opinion that really matters. It's a collective opinion, and it's a collective community. So feel free, guys, to get in your chat. So Nikarutsu, thank you so much, my friend. Absolutely legendary. Very, very, very kind. So thank you so much, my friend. Hey, Ryan Reynolds. I don't think so, mate. I really don't think so. Yeah. Mate, I wish I had his looks and his money. But sadly, I don't. You deserve the reward, mate. Jim, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. You know, I really, really do. Can you say a bottle of water? There you go. Scott, not Aura. I say it anyway. Big up JB. Big up to Danny B in the chat. So let us know what you think half time. Get in your opinions about football. Get in your opinions. You know, this is a different sort of show that we do tonight. This is a kind of free for all in some respects. Just get into the chat. Let me know how your day's been. Let me know what you think about the game on Sunday. Do you think that we're going to win that game? I've said that I think that we can do. I think we can do anything. I think we could win 3-0. I think I can say. I can say. Avid Hash, mate, I can't get into that. I told my friend, are you doing the Moso game on Saturday? I don't know. Mate, if this becomes my job, then I would pretty much do as many games as I possibly could, but I've got to work it around some stuff. So I don't know. I would love to, as a neutral to that game. I always think it's really an interesting thing when you do a neutral game like tonight. It means I can enjoy it, right? It means I can enjoy the games tonight. I'll have a pass away. Some of my family are from Jamaica. Graz, do you find it difficult to watch Champions League and other European competitions? Graz, I don't think, mate, I do not think at all that is a P-take at all. Have you seen the guy who won't cut his hair? I have. I think his hair's going to be very, very, very long indeed. I can't imagine him. His hair's going to be short anytime soon. Graz, do I find it difficult? Not really. I wish that we were there. So like, I demand, and I think I've said this a few times, right? I demand Champions League for this club. I demand to win the league every season, Champions League, to be in the cups, right? Not because I'm an idiot, some people may think I am. But for me, it's not about that. It is about standards. It's about keeping these standards up, right? So the fact that we're not in the Champions League, every time I hear that music, you know, I've been watching the Champions League for a long time. So when it changed over to the Champions League, I remember the very start of it, right? I think it was like 92, 93. I can't remember when it actually reverted to the Champions League as we see it now. And it doesn't feel the same without us there. But what is nice, Graz, what is nice is there's no... I don't have any skin in the game, right? So I can watch these matches tonight. I can enjoy the matches. And that's nice for a change. You know, I'm not watching a match going, like, are we going to win? Are we going to lose? It's so for me, it's a bit of a... What's the word I'm looking for? It's a little bit of a like a bittersweet, really. I wish we were there, but I'm just enjoying the fact that we can't get beat. Just for a laugh, what's the thing with Gobridge doing German football? I've not watched any of his channel. I believe I believe he's got the rights to like the Bundesliga. Now I've got to say this, right? No matter what you think of the channel, I'm not here to judge a channel that is. I'm not even a speck, right? You know, I think it's pretty amazing to think a channel like that has gone so far in creating platforms. I mean, there's loads of YouTubers out there now who do this and they do an amazing job, but I do think sometimes they forget, particularly ones that used to be on the on the channel. I think they forget that they got the platform, and the reason why they're pretty much, I don't know them all, but I think in terms of those YouTubers now that are on their own, that were on that particular channel, they almost forget that if it wasn't for that channel. So I think you've got to respect it. The fact that he's got rights to that, I think, is amazing. So I'll always say this: I admire the hustle. Scott, you don't seem to have parsonage marinated. I used to find it hard to watch them when Liverpool were crap. Yeah. Champions League, the theme song. Yeah, Nick Roots, I absolutely agree with you. The Champions League song is something about it. That is, for me, that is the one thing I'm glad that they've never changed. I think for me, if they ever changed that, that would just be like absolutely just horrendous. Do you like the new Champions League format for the Champions League? I think there's more games in it. I mean, I do and I don't. I do because it just means that it just means that there's more teams in it. I do prefer the old format, but I get it. I do. I think right now I still prefer the old 4-team league. But let's see. What's your opinion, What's your opinion on Garnacho since he left? I think that he got found out. So one of the things, and I was watching somebody basically saying that, just give me a second. Basically saying that, I want to make sure that my phone is turned on. Yeah. So basically saying that Garnacho is really good when he goes forward, but he doesn't like to run back. And if you look at the goal that was conceded, that's him. So I'm glad he's gone. I've got no love for the guy. It's different for certain players. It's different for the likes of Haaland. I didn't want Haaland to go. It's really, really different for him. Alanga, like when he went, Scotty Mack when he left as well. So for me, I think that I do think that he's an arrogant player, a young guy. I just hope he manages to get what he wants out of the move. If not, could it be another wasted talent? Jesse Dennis says, I love UFC. What's your thoughts on Ronaldo versus Lopez? Well, Cristiano is the GOAT. I mean, he is like how old is he now? 41. Let's just sort my thing out for a sec, guys. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know enough about UFC. I mean, I like it, but I don't really know enough in terms of the sort of roster of main people. So I don't know. I prefer the TFT Terry. He's much better than Goldbridge. Yeah, he seems like a good guy as well. He seems like a balanced guy as well. There are so many out there. There are some good people out there. I just try to be part of the ether. It's just something that I love to do. Mine is definitely a passion and a bit of a hobby right now. While those other guys, it's their career. Mine right now is just more of a, let's see what happens as it was. Is that a random scroll on your wallpaper? Yes, it is. It is. It's just a random one on the screen. Yeah, it's not mine. I didn't pick it. I think it's a Windows random paper. I like Mike Tyson should go to Liverpool. He got hustle. I know nerd. Okay, I don't get that. Robo 32 Pig Boy. No nerd with a small. Okay, I don't know who that's aimed at. Is that aimed at me? Obviously, you don't know the size of my third leg. I grew up, love the Europa League tune. Yeah, that's not a bad one either, Graz. Just for laugh, it's not fair as you don't eye the same team home and away, so the league isn't a fair indication. Just for laugh, I think it's set up for the bigger teams, right? I think one of the things, and I think you're right. I think one of the things is that it is set up for bigger teams to stay in the competition, right? So, in my opinion, it is a super league. It is set up to basically make sure that the top teams at the head of the table kind of stay there. I think should run sideways better than back. At one point, Garnacho was unstoppable. Second best in the era behind Messi. Garnacho is a class player like Balotelli, but his antics ego into bother. Do you know what? I think that's a really good. I think that's a really good comment. I agree. I think with him, I hope that he can live up to expectation. Can he live up to that expectation? I don't know. Will he live up to that expectation? I don't think he will. What is 20, 21? Cristiano was probably winning the Ballon d'Or at 22, 23. Garnacho is not at the same level. He I get having idols. And I completely get, you want to live up to these players, but you've got to have the work ethic as well. Brilliant effort, Manchester United women. I think Wayne Rooney can fight in the UFC. Could you shout Cleo, big soccer fan? Big shout out to Cleo. Yeah, big shout out to Cleo, big soccer fan. Pretty sure people have blocked me, so I can't remove them. Interesting. Saw passion, desire, what means embracing. So one of the things I did see in the Napoli game, which I'll say, is there was a shot towards the end, and those Napoli players were celebrating like they basically just scored a goal. Unbelievable. Absolute. Conte has got those players playing like you wouldn't believe. Unbelievable. So really, really impressed. Really impressed with Conte's Napoli. Let's have a look. So we're due to start again very, very soon. Name a player for an edit. Name a player for an edit. Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy. I could check that after. All right, thanks. Edits 72. Some people who you have read it, I can't see. Interesting. I'll have to look into the mods. Scott, I'll give you a full mod status, mate. Yeah. Should be kicking off very shortly after all the adverts. I'll sub. Thank you, Edits 72. Appreciate that, my friend. I can see Newcastle breaking the deadlock. They look hungry to win. Yeah, I agree. I also think if this game stays as it is, the Napoli game, I think Napoli can get a smash and grab. I really think they can. I think they can get a bit of a smash and grab. Dankers Kelsey, ask them if they're ugly or if they're... Why? Why does that matter? What does that matter? Why does that matter? I just don't understand why that matters. Gets the game going. Gets that game going. I can't see him, JB. Let me look. Right, Scott, I'm going to do something, right? So hopefully this doesn't block you out. Are you covering any of the Europa League games next week? I might do. I'm away next week. I'm away Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll still do shows. I'll still do shows from a hotel room. But actually, do you know what? It depends when the Europa League games are. If there's any when... I don't know. I'll see. So I'm away Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. I'll still stream, but I'll see what games are on and when they are, and then I'll do a stream of those games as well, just to see other teams playing in competitions that we're not. Let's see. So I think we were about to kick off. I think get your opinions in as to what you think the scores will be tonight. I can see a Napoli smash and grab. I really can. I think at the moment they look quite comfortable. But if City can start firing, they should be winning this game. So straight on the attack. Straight on the attack. Barcelona, there's a chance there. Chance there for Newcastle. Happy Ola, my friend. Newcastle had this ball back. Gone shot. Unlucky. Good tackle by Barcelona. Newcastle are straight on this. I think Eddie Howe gets a raw deal. I think Eddie Howe's brilliant. Foden with this corner though first. Let's get rid of this corner. Literally every single Napoli player are back defending this. Every single player. O'Reilly's going to whip this ball in. No, he's not. That's nice work by City. Really, really well worked. They just can't find that space to get a shot off. Great tackle by Napoli. Milinkovic Savic. I don't know how much he went for, but I genuinely hope if that was an opportunity to get him. He's 6 foot. What was you going to do? Okay, Scott. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove you as a standard moderator, and then I'm going to try and add you as a right. Let's see if this works. Okay, add as a moderator. Right. Photo. Okay, there you go. So it should have changed over now. Ikarusa, I agree. Eddie Howe is a fantastic manager. I think he's one of these managers that is not fashionable. In this country, we seem to like foreign managers, but we don't actually like it. For example, with United, when we get them in and they lose. So it's almost like we'll give Eddie Howe time, but he's not seen as good enough to do a big job. There was talk of him getting the England job. Just for the laugh, I think he's better than that. I think he is, mate. I think he's better than that. I don't think he needs that job. I don't. I think he's in the right for turning that down. I think he's in the right completely, 100%. Oh, great tackle there by Newcastle. Rashford. Newcastle game, I think, is very, very open. It was before he went to Newcastle. Good tackle. Go on, McTominay. Go on, McTominay. Scotland national team need Eddie Howe instead of Steve Clarke. Yeah, if I was Eddie Howe, congratulations. Today is, yeah. Poor old Diego Simeone lost the plot. Simeone for me. I mean, I like him, but go on, Napoli. He's not for me. He's not for me. I agree with you, Scott. I do really like him. I really, really like him a lot. I really do like him. I think he's good. I think he is really, really good. I think you're right though. Enrique, I think he's a fantastic coach. You know, there was a I don't know if you heard the story about his daughter. Really, really awful stuff. And I think he's changed as a person as well. So I think he's very, very much, you know, that collaboration. I think he definitely I think he definitely inspires as well. I think that's the one thing about him as a coach that I like. I think he definitely inspires. Bihaj says, hi. Hello, my friend. I hope you're doing really well tonight. Just sorting this camera out. Simeone is quite hot-tempered from what I've seen. Very passionate. Nick Aruzzo, I think he'd be the wrong fit for us. I do. I know people love him. People absolutely love him, but I just think that I think there's a myth around him. I think he's good at what he does. Good cross by Doku, get to the back post. City do recycle the ball very, very well, I have to say. Napoli have just got them at arm's length every time. FC 26 soon, JB. Yes, yeah, it is. I've got it. I think I'm ready to go. I was going to try and do a stream on that tonight. I think I was going to try and do a stream on that one tonight, just to open some packs and open that sort of stuff. But Brahad, where are you from? I'm from England. I'm from Essex. In England, Essex. You can argue one of the best counties. It's all right. It's all right. Or there's something happening in the Newcastle game. Let's have a little look. I think there's an injury. I don't know who to, but it looks like they're coming off whoever it is. Politano's coming off. I don't know what that means. I'm never. I'd love to say stuff, but I don't know what that means, so I'm not saying it. What was the? I think so. Jesus Christ! I mean, you're going back some years. The Viz, Jesus. I mean, that is old school. That is the old Viz. Blimey, I remember that when I was little. Joe says, now you guys mention managers have thought about them leaving the job. At least the managers you have mentioned so far are good. Ikaritsu sticking with 2-1 prediction for the Newcastle game. I don't know. I don't know. Barcelona. Oh, Barcelona. That's a good comeback there by Alanga. And they've scored. Haaland have scored. Haaland has scored. Of course he has. 1-0 to City. Haaland gets his precursory goal, doesn't he? He's got his goal. I mean, it's been coming. It's been coming and coming and coming. You know, I do think that City... I think Napoli have done well to hold out for as long as they have. But when you have Haaland in your team, you know, the guy's a proper striker. You know, what I would say with Haaland is that he's a proper striker. You know, he's one of the best in the world. I saw something about it, but wasn't paying 100% attention. Haaland is a machine. He's Nick Russo. He's an absolute... I mean, just the way that he just... I mean, to beat a goalkeeper who's 6'9" is ridiculous. So, that's a great ball. Really. And Haaland has scored. He's the quickest to 50 goals as well. So, Haaland is the quickest to 50 goals. I think Haaland looks back. He's getting a little bit back to his old self. So he's, funnily enough, he's broken the record of Ruud van Nistelrooy as well. So 1-0 to City. Haaland, he's got his goal, hasn't he? He's got his precursory goal. So yeah, never mind that smash and grab. I think that one's gone out the window now a little bit. Do you think Haaland or Mbappe is a better player? I think that's a good question. My view on it is: do you watch any other sports, Paul? I do. I like rugby, tennis. I am a big fan of tennis. Athletics. I do like athletics as well. It really just depends. Really depends. Really. I would pretty much watch any sport. I don't mind a little bit of golf. I'm not big up on the golf, but I don't mind. Oof. Power slap. My favourite sport is power slap. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. What is going on with this game? That's a great goal. Great goal by Rashford. That's a really good goal by Rashford. I mean, we say, oh no, but Rashford scoring for me is good. I'll come back to those comments as well. So, who do I think is the better player? All round better player is Mbappe, right? But if you're talking about players, I think they're two different players. It's a bit like saying Lewandowski versus Rafinha or Salah. They're different players. Now, if you're talking about Haaland versus Kane, then that's probably a similar story. But I think Mbappe is a different player to Haaland. Haaland is the better striker, but doesn't mean he's a better player. So I like. Do you watch any other sports? Mbappe all day. Different types of plays. Yeah, I agree. My favourite sport is power slap. I tell you what, power slap is absolutely ridiculous. I've had 8 beers and 4 shots. So do you think I can get away with taking my car back home? John, I would say no. I'd absolutely advise it against you to do that. I don't, well done for the shots on a Thursday night. but I would say absolutely not, mate. It's just definitely not worth the hassle, mate. It just takes one wrong move, one wrong thing, mate, and that's you done for life. So, yeah, I wouldn't advise that. John Max, yeah. Rashford scores. So, City. So, Rashford has scored. Now, for me, I think that's a good thing. We can only hope he scores more goals. The more goals he scores, the money that we'll get for him, and he'll go. So I've got no problem with that. Rashford for me is not a player that when we're talking about players that we dislike, right? I don't necessarily dislike any players. I'm not that sort of person. I wish most players well. Just for me, there are one or two players over the years that have left, like a Garnacho, like a so Tevez as well. Those are the players that I've got a little bit of no respect for. But I wouldn't want any sort of hate or any ill to come to a person. At the end of the day, it is only football, right? No, it's okay. I'll just drive on the sidewalk. It'll be fine. Here comes Arsenal X secret weapon to Newcastle's rescue. So Barcelona, I think, will probably take control of this match now. City look comfortable with City now. This is a case of attack against a defence. I don't see how Napoli are going to score in this one. I really don't. I really don't see how they're going to come back and score in this one. I really hope they do, though. So 69% possession for City, 31 for Napoli. It does show they are defending. Doku's got through. That's a good tackle. That's a good tackle there. Great tackle. Oh, Newcastle are bringing on their Wolves. Is it Wolfsbane or whatever his name is? Wolfsard. They're bringing on their striker. Bringing him on. I really like Eddie Howe. I really like him. I think he's a very, very underrated coach. If Isaac was still at Newcastle, we would see how good he really is. Exactly. Nick Ruzzo, I agree with you. Benji, you played that side. Newcastle making four changes. This could sway the game. Don't know where that is. Neither do I. Duck Hunt. Hell Divers. Newcastle are just about to make 4 subs. Sporting Lisbon are winning 2-0 in case anyone cares. Trincao scores. Trincao was a player that we were looking at as well, by the way. So Trincao scores for Porto. I wonder how Amorim must be feeling, right? I wonder. So Jolinton, Barnes, Alanga and Schur come out. They're off. Willock, Waltmaid, Murphy and Thiao have come on. Starcroft. I never played Starcroft. Nice and easy for City now. I remember Star Fox. Yeah, I've got Star Fox. I think somewhere over there actually. Did you play Star Fox? Well, I remember Super Mario Kart. When that came out the first time. And if you're, I'm just excited for GTA 6. Doku scores. City 2-0 up. Absolutely put this game to bed. Put this game to bed. Put this game to bed. Really, really nice. Easy night's work for City. Easy night's Easy, nice work for City. I was thinking about checking that out. Free for me at the moment. Sudoku scored 2-0. That was a nice little goal, to be fair. That's a nice turn. That's really good. That's a nice goal. Very, very nice. Good. City have had a bad run last season. This season they look rejuvenated. I don't think so. I mean, I think they've looked terrible. I mean, I think they've looked awful. The last 3 games have been, and I think they've been great. The two, with City, we all know what City do is they can start poorly, but they build up. I know. Sporting 3-0 up. I mean, Amorim must absolutely be gutted right now. Imagine coming to this club, all you're getting is absolute pelters from everywhere, every which way. You're getting absolutely pummeled, and your old team are in the Champions League and winning 3-0. I mean, he must be gutted. It's me. It says Sri Lankan cricketer doing their will I stay strong during today's match. Yeah, that's never good when I always admire sports people who are able to keep it together when one of their parents passes away. Rahil Araf says, "You smelly curf." I don't even know what that is, mate. Rahid, my friend, please let me just give me a update. Yeah, Rashi's on it tonight, isn't he? Great goal. Rashford tonight is on a mission. And my question here is though why couldn't Rashford do it here? Rashford doing it there, I think is it just goes to nice, unlucky. It just goes to show, doesn't it? Really, it just goes to show that when a player is on it, when his mind's on it, what he can do. Rashford, I really hope for his sake, he takes football seriously and gets back to the level that he should be at. But I really don't want all this this Rashford starboy crap, because he didn't do it here, did he? So. One said F you United. Allison did win his dad. Exactly, and it's big. It's massive respect. I think to be able to do that, I think is massive respect. Rafa didn't even go home for his father's funeral. Yeah, I mean, it takes all sorts really. The goal just blew me away, Rashford. Yeah, we scrapped through again. Anthony Abbas, I mean, look, at the end of the day, right, you've got to be in it to win it. Did you scrap it through? Yes, you did. But it just goes to show, doesn't it? It just goes to show that you're a team that never says die. So, Rashford is crazy, Bobby. I agree. Keep scoring Rashford up the value. Exactly. Hat-trick, Bobby, maybe. Had the game of his life when his father died. This is nice by City now. City just look really, really comfortable. Don't even know why I know that. I hate football. The real Chucky. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing extremely well. If you need to chat, get into this amazing community. This is an amazing community. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very fortunate to have you guys on here with me as well. London. Come on, Ben, just spill the beans. Tell us why. Okay, question for you. What's the earliest computer game that you remember playing? I was thinking about this the other day. Megatron, I hope you are alright. Just, yeah. The Rashford performance reminds me of his first in the Manchester derby. It sure does. I just hope that Rashford can keep it up for a number of reasons, more so because I want the money for him. You know, I don't want him back. It says, I had the Atari 2600 FSR. I'll win. If you were 30 to 40 when you were younger, Dave Bird, he was a god. Yeah. It's not the place for that, my friend. So, yeah. See you later on that one. I had an Atari as well. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was I can't remember. Seven something or other. I then had a ZX Spectrum as well. Commodore 64. Super Nintendo, Master System, Mega Drive, PlayStation, PS2, Xbox One, GameCube, Game Boys. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I think I had them all. Dreamcast as well, which is down there. I think the GameCube is down there actually. Oh my God, was that Columns and Sega? Oh, Ikaruchi. That's what I'm talking about. The Sega Game Gear. I actually think I've got a Game Gear down there as well. Actually, I know I've got 7200. I actually think I've got a Game Gear down there somewhere. Yeah, I love the Game Gear. Sonic on that was brilliant. 128 or 48k. I had 128k. I had the one with the tape deck attached, so I had the bigger one, and I remember having to code in the games, and I used to spend hours on it, trying to make little games and things on it. Game Gear had it. It did. I had that as well. The Game Gear, I loved the Game Gear. It was absolutely massive. In fact, I'm going to see if it's still down there. Game Gear, I'm wanting 6 batteries, but I could also watch TV on it. It was a hungry sucker, wasn't it? I did have a battery pack. See that thought it had rubber keys. Yeah, I didn't have the rubber keys. Atari Lynx, I never had one of those. You had the Panasonic 3DO as well. That was a classic because I remember around that time you had that Panasonic 3DO, Atari Lynx, and that was around the 32-bit war, wasn't it? When you had the 32-bit war, and you had the PS1, Saturn as well, the Sega Saturn. That was always a classic. Do you remember the Toshiba adverts? Yes, I do. I do actually. I really do. I do. See now, you've inspired me. Now I'm going to see if I can quickly go and find my Game Gear down there. I've basically got a box of stuff, right? But I've got a box upstairs which I sort of know is there, and then I've got things like FIFA 97. That was a very underrated game as well. That was a class game. I've got a GameCube there as well. Don't even know what's in it. Nothing's in it. I'm actually going to have to find. I'm going to have to find my Game Gears now. Okay, I've got an original PS1 as well. I don't even know what's in that. Nothing's in that. There you go. Star Fox for you. A little bit of Star Fox as well. A little bit of Star Fox. I can't find the Game Gear anyway, but yeah, I've got one somewhere. Right. Was it? It was. No, it was 92. I think it was, Benja. No, I think it was 94. I think it was 94. 98 was in the N64. Now, who remembers Mask? Look at that. Look at that Mask. Absolutely legendary. Yeah, Pogs. I remember Pogs. I remember having my fingers absolutely smashed at school, and that sounds really, really bad, doesn't it? I got my fingers smashed at school by the Pogs, not by the teachers, because that would just be weird, wouldn't it? That would just be weird, wouldn't it? I'm not that old. Jan, yeah. So Jason, yeah, I remember that one as well. Absolutely loved that. That was really cool. Do you remember Tazos? Yeah, you used to get Tazos. It was Tazos in. You used to get Tasmanian Devil in the Walkers, I think it was, wasn't it? Pokemon cards, Visionaries. Oh, Visionaries. I used to love those. With the things in the chest, with the toys. The toys of those were brilliant, absolutely fantastic, because you had the holograms in the chest, and then you sort of had the staffs. The movie of that was brilliant. Do you remember the Centurions? The Centurions were absolutely amazing. Yeah, Centurions were also fantastic. The Visionaries, the Biker Mice from Mars, classic. Yo-Yo made a comeback in the 90s. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, they flew and got new guns and a bit added on the. Yeah, I remember those. Back in the day, the yo-yos, walking the dog and all that. Walking the dog, the cradle. I was terrible at it. Absolutely terrible. Newcastle 0, Barcelona 2, thanks to Rashford. So the yo-yo is big in the UK, yes, but then you had the trick ones. So you had those like trick ones that was they were quite cool. Newcastle, go on Newcastle, go on Newcastle. That's a great turn. Oh, good save, good save. I had one with the flashing lights. Yeah, light up, yo-yo. I gave it once, it hit me in the face. Oh, it cracked me up, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. City looked really comfortable, by the way. 2-0. How's Marcus Rashford doing? And he's doing all right, mate. He's I think this is his best game so far. I think there was sort of speculation around him, but yeah, he's done extremely well tonight. You know, against Premier League opposition as well. So it's not like he's not scored 2 goals against some side from Bulgaria. He's been all right. He's had a shaky start, but tonight he's done really, really well tonight. So this could be the redemption of Marcus Rashford. Let's see if he can take that chance. Rico Lewis is coming on. Benja, can you guess what my favourite TV show was growing up? He scored 2 today. Edits, he scored 2 goals today. He's got 2 in the bag today. His second goal was fantastic. Scored fantastic. The only English team to lose in the Champions League. Simpsons. Scott, give us a clue. Give us a clue. Give us a clue. You need to give us a clue, mate. The trip down memory lane. What a time to be a kid in the 90s. Yeah. It was. It really was. One of the memories that I have, and I absolutely miss them. Looking through the catalogue, looking through the Argos catalogue. You know, every summer, every like winter, looking through it, looking for the presents, like putting like your circle around the presents, and then like hoping that your mum or dad would pick it up and then know the presents. So that was a big thing for me. Recess, I think I'm a bit too old for recess. Round the twist, that was good. Recess was absolutely legendary. I didn't really see that, I have to say. Ed and Eddie, Plank, gaming in the 90s, and you bought a magazine with a cheat code. Nikarutsu, now we're talking. Yes, we are talking. I used to love the Games Master. The Games Master magazine. That was fantastic. Yeah, and you'd like was it Edge as well? Because I think Edge was out for quite some time. And I used to love just picking it up. I'd spend hours looking at the magazines, looking at the screenshots, going, "Oh wow, this game's going to be so cool." And then you get the little disc with it as well. So when it went on to PlayStation, you used to get like the little disc, so you could trial the games and you could see the clips of the games. It was effing amazing. A good throw there into Newcastle. Jibber jabbers. Don't know what that is, mate. My name's James the cat. I have fame, money, all now I'm here. Growing fat, chasing birds and butterflies. James the cat. Oh my god, the demo disc. Exactly, the demo disc. You can never underestimate how good that was. It was unbelievable. Bad Influence was the other TV show for games consoles. Teletext. Oh my god. I think 303 on the BBC was the football one. And then I think to check the scores was 316. It was something like 316 or 315, and that is where you would go to check the scores. It was a toy back in the 90s. Was it not called CFAX? Teletext, CFAX and Teletext, I think are the same thing. I think CFAX was BBC. I'm sure some of these will know like the difference. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Teletext, exactly. CFAX, was it? Yeah. My brother's goldfish died yesterday, so can you say something funny? Bear with me for a second. Okay, give you something funny about a goldfish. Give you some goldfish jokes. What's the difference between a kid and what's the difference between a goldfish and a child? The goldfish smile when you eat them. Brilliant. Excellent. Fish one for swimmed in a circle. I went into a pet shop to ask him to buy a goldfish. The guy asked if I wanted an aquarium. I told him I don't care what his star sign is. There you go. My goldfish died, and I only got to take him on one walk. There you go. There you go. I think that's a nice enough one, isn't it? So my goldfish died, and I only got to take him on one walk. There you go. There you go. So where are we? On the football, Barcelona 2-0, 79th minute. I hope he lost the toilet. City looked really comfortable, I have to say. Just Newcastle 2, Barcelona 2, Newcastle 0. The little girl bury her goldfish with a sheep head. That's a classic. Anyone remember Tamagotchis? Yeah, I remember the first time they came around. Tamagotchis. Does anybody remember those little handheld LCD game things? You had what was it called? You had the Nintendo one that was called something, and you had the watch one as well, didn't you? But remember those little LCD plastic game things? You had like Shinobi, and you had like all sorts of stuff on there. City just absolutely looked so comfortable. You can't remember the sheephead. He was on Socket AM. Yes, City pretty much won this game. Looked really, really comfortable the whole game. Serge says hello. Hello, my friend. I hope you're doing really, really well this evening. Hi, Uncle. I used to do topless weather light drizzle. I used to do topless weather. My parents killed my Tamagotchi because it kept going off. I think I flushed my sisters down the toilet. Yeah. Napoli don't look too happy. I'm just going to put that out there. Barcelona look comfortable as well. Hello from India. Barcelona are on a break now. 4-on-3 briefly. It's a great ball through. Rafinha. Great ball. Nah, awful. Walkman. Yeah. Do you remember tapes? Trying to explain to my children what a tape is. What's the score in the other match here? With the other matches in, so you've got Newcastle 0, Barcelona 2. I'll give you the scores on those as well. Let's check them out. So I'll run through the scores. Floppy disks as well. So you've got Monaco 1, Club Brugge 4, Copenhagen 2, Leverkusen 2, Frankfurt. If you're a Galatasaray, JB, you remember the total 90s? Yeah, I used to have a pair. Absolute love them completely. So Leverkusen 2, Copenhagen 2, Frankfurt 5, Galatasaray 1. So we do get quite a bit in here from the Galatasaray fans. They just lost 5-1 to Frankfurt. City 2, Napoli 0, Newcastle 0, Barcelona 2, Sporting 4, Cariat Alkmaar 1. So, yeah, pretty much as you expected. Now I understand the difference between the American and the British accent. Do you remember Acorn BBC computers in school? Yes, I do. So we had something in there called, what was the game called? It was Granny's Garden. That's what it was called. And it used to scare the absolute S out of me. Acorn BBC, Game Boys. Well, is that a question, Scott? Are you asking us, are we game? Yeah. What was the walk-in side-scroller game in school? What's the walk-in side-scroller game in school? I remember James Pond. That's probably about as much. Newcastle score is Newcastle 0, Barcelona 2. No, Newcastle just scored. Newcastle have just scored. That's a great goal. That's a great goal. Robocod, exactly. 2-1. Newcastle's new striker. That was the second one to James Pond. Yeah, it was. James Pond. Robocod. Sorry, it was Anthony Gordon. I meant to say 2-1 to Barcelona. Zul, yeah. Zul, Chuck Rock. Wonder Boy. That was another classic. Wonder Boy, used to love a little bit of Wonder Boy. Jokes aside, you are really nice and cool. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. I'm only nice and cool because the community is fantastic. So, you're welcome here as well. We come on here, we talk about football, we do well on here. 7 minutes of stoppage time. I wonder if Newcastle can get the bit between their teeth and start to do something. Hansi Flick's not happy. Good old Hansi Flick. I think Napoli. Anyone remember the Rugrats? Hell yeah. Tommy, Chucky, Angelica, Tim, is it Phil and Lil? Yeah. Pickles the dog. Yeah. So that's the City game over. City 2, Napoli 0. Easy, comfortable game. That's a back-to-back win for City. Good luck to them. Comfortable game. I at times they struggle to break Napoli down. Napoli are a good side. Scott, the film is amazing. I don't mind. It's hard to understand the British accent than American. Yeah, I get it. I mean, you've got an Essex twang as well. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to follow. Space Jam, an all-time classic. Yeah, Space Jam's not bad. For me, The Land Before Time, I thought that was a really, really good. Yeah, we are, Serge. We are very quick. Yeah, we are very quick. Well, I am anyway. Rugrats was also cable here. Cool. I grew up watching the Power Rangers. What show? I think the Power Rangers came out. I think I was probably about 11 or 12. So I was sort of in that phase where I pretended not to like the Power Rangers because I was a bit too old. So I didn't have the toys because I was like 12, and I of course didn't play with toys when I was 12. I mean, Jesus Christ, no. But I used to love the show. I mean, I've watched it on the sort of like the Power Rangers film was quite good. That was quite a good film, to be fair. I was far too old for Power Rangers. Yeah, I was probably a bit too old as well. My favourite film is Saving Private Ryan and the Great Escape. The Pink Power Ranger, hell yeah. Uncle Kimberly the Pink Ranger, yeah, she was hot. She was hot. Newcastle, I wonder if Newcastle can make this count. I'd love them to get back into this game. 3 minutes. I'll tell you, one other person I used to absolutely love was Jet from The Gladiators. You read my question half, I saw, lol. Keira Knightley, not for me, Benja. I like a little bit more meat on the bones, mate. I appreciate your looks. No hate, no. Not now, no. Come on, Newcastle. Kate Beckinsale, every day of the week and twice on Sunday, 100%. Well, good save, good save, good save, good save, good save, good save. She was anyway, but apparently Scott, she likes a younger man. She likes it. You are a football lover, Serge. I am. I'm a United fan more than anything else. The woman from The Mummy did it for me. Rachel Weisz, yeah. Ronaldo or Messi, Serge. I'd always say this. I have a Messi is the epitome of hard work. Messi was a gift. Messi worked really, really, really hard, but Cristiano is a gift. Men's football or women's? I wish I watched more men's football. I wish I watched more women's football, to be honest with you, but I just haven't got time. So is men's just because purely when I was a child, again, I will watch the Women's World Cup, Euros and that kind of stuff, and I should watch more of it, but I just don't have the time. Honestly, undeserved red card, in my opinion, should have been a yellow. Yeah, I agree with you. Messi is a GOAT. That's why you have the same jawline like Cristiano. I think you got them mixed up. Messi was the gift. Sorry. Yes. Messi is a gift. Ronaldo is the epitome of hard work. That's yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I sort of always say on it, is that Messi is a talent, is a talent, he's a gift. Cristiano is the epitome of hard work. Kelly by Saved by the Bell, yeah. Who was the one who went on to star in Showgirls? Do you have any knowledge about Indian footballers? Not really, my friend. Not really. Again, on my part, not great. But yeah, I mean, yeah, not really followed up on my Indian football, my friend. Nice brace from Rashford, but thankfully his prime was at United, so they won't be bantering us. They might be bantering us. Right, Newcastle, one throw of the dice. One throw of this dice. A really, really long throw. Go on, Newcastle. Big long throw into the box. Get it in there. Beat the first man. No. Go on, no. Tonali. Oh, done. Unlucky. 2-1 to Barcelona. I thought Newcastle were very unfortunate tonight. 30 seconds to make a difference, but can't see it happening. Newcastle, no, that's done and dusted. Apparently Messi didn't even train. He wouldn't warm up. So that's done. Barcelona 2 and Newcastle 1. Rashford with a brace. I kind of almost wish I'd have probably focused my attention probably on the Barcelona match. I think Napoli were done and dusted after that card. Omi says hello, says hi. Paul McGrath didn't train either. He had dodgy knee, same as old Ledley King as well. Indian in football, yeah. I think India have ever been to a World Cup, have they? But cricket-wise, fantastic in cricket. Do you remember that? So Raven, Arthur, absolutely legendary, great game. Barca just too strong, exactly. The Napoli loss still proved the Premier League is the hardest league. The United flops weren't because of the Premier League intensity. I remember that. Yeah. Can you speak Persian or Persian? No. Hey Arnold, yeah. Watch it. Football head. Yeah. Amazing. Can you sing some Nickelback? If you heard me sing, I would probably be banned from YouTube. So you absolutely would not want to hear me sing. I'd be banned. And yeah, for crimes against humanity. So I wouldn't inflict that on anybody. Brits can take Nickelback. Sorry, it's a bit late being out on my feet. No worry, Wayne. Absolutely no worries at all. If you were an ninja, you could monk every second girl around you. A drink along next time and young and sing us a song. Oh my goodness me, you would not want to hear me sing. It would be you just no, absolutely no chance. In Asian football, Qatar is the choice for buying off refs, especially in the Euros. Asia in the final 3 penalties. Guys, so with that gone, I am going to go tonight. Really, really good show tonight. I love these sort of spitball sessions that we do, just an excuse to come together. I know there was a game on, but yeah, it's really, really good to come together, talk about this stuff. Where do United go from here, Wayne? Mate, I don't know. I really don't know. It's up to the board. It's up to Amarin. Is he going to buckle? Is he going to stick to his principles? I don't know. I can't predict. I really can't. I think it can go either way. Find his game gear. I will do it. Thank you again for the chat and laugh. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the super chat as well. Thank you for the beer. Absolutely appreciate it, mate. So yeah, I'm going to go. I do have work tomorrow morning. Yeah, so guys, as I always say in these shows, because I think it's really, really important in here, is that in life, guys, you can't buy time. You can't buy health. We can't even buy a bloody win. So but you can buy cars and stuff like that. But yeah, so guys, it's really important that there are more important things in life than football. So I appreciate you guys being here, spending time talking to the channel, talking to the members on the channel. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to this channel as well. And this channel's getting bigger and bigger, and it's all thanks to you lot. It really has nothing to do with me as such. I just come on, I just talk about some stuff, and then you guys take it away. So yeah, Selwyn, good evening. Good evening to you, my brother. Maximum respect. Greetings from Cape Town. Exactly. So guys, have a good rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves. Look after your families. And yeah, thank you for watching. As I say, absolutely means so much to me and the community. And yeah, I will see you very soon. See you on the next one. Have a good day tomorrow, morning, evening, and oh, Scott, you cracked me up. Guys, Scott, I'm going to give you the final word on that one. So yeah, so Benja, you do need to lay off that, mate, because it's bad for your health. So guys, with that said, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one, and of course I'll see you on the next one. Take care.